What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can make your very own sim racing frame out of wood for much cheaper than those expensive aluminum frames, and it's going to be super solid. So stay tuned and enjoy the video. So I started just figuring out exactly how this sim racing frame was going to look. I ended up putting 2 pieces along the side, and then I ended up cutting 3 pieces to go across horizontally for extra support. And if you're wondering about the measurements for this build, you can skip to this time in the video and I go over all the measurements of all the pieces on this entire frame. But for now, I'm just going to explain exactly how you can put it together. And now what I started to do is work on the uprights, and basically the steering wheel is going to be adjustable so we can lift it up and down. I also put some gussets on there. The exact size of the gusset doesn't really matter. Obviously, if it's larger, you're gonna have more support. I just used all the scrap pieces I had for gussets, so they turned out to be that size pretty much. But you can see here that the frame is adjustable, so this can slide up and down, and the steering wheel will be mounted on top of that. The pedals, I have this steel plate. I'm going to drill some holes into it, put the pedals on exactly how I would like it. Since this is a budget build, I'm making this part myself. For most pedals, I think you can actually get this plate and it has pre-drilled holes, and you can just put it onto your build. Once I drilled all of the holes, I put it onto the frame and kind of mocked it up to see exactly what it's going to look like. This is the seat that I'm going to be using. I got it off of Amazon. This is the price right here. Here's what it looks like. So basically we just got this 2x4 running all the way down to the end, and it is 50 inches long, and then we got one on the other side as well, and then in between we got 18 inches. There's one here, there's one right there, and then there's one at the very back, and this right here is 24 inches long, and there's 4 of these, 2 for the pedals and 2 for the seat, one right there and one right there. And then the side pieces, this was just scraps, so it's not like a exact measurement, but it is 13 3/4 right here and on that side, and then that one right there turned out to be 14 1/4, and then this piece right here is 16 inches tall, and there is one right here, one right there, and this one on the side right here is 19 1/2. We have one right here, one right there, and then this one across the top basically it's just going to touch both ends, and it is exactly 2 feet. And then these, it doesn't really matter what size you make these. They're basically, you just turn the saw so it goes to the corner to 45 degrees, and these were just a bunch of scraps. Like I got this one, these cut 2 45s, stick it in there. So I got one there, one here, and one there. I also got another 45 here and another 45 there. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. And then for my sim racing pedals, I had a plate of steel, put some holes in it, made a couple extra so I could adjust them. And then as far as the seat goes, basically we're going to drill some holes through here, probably 2 or 3 holes. And then this whole thing is gonna slide with these 2 along this. So this whole piece is gonna slide back or slide forward, and then just adjust the bolts. Also for the pedals, it'll be adjustable, so this whole section, what I'm touching right here, is going to be able to slide forward and backwards, and we'll have different holes. And then also for the holder for the wheelbase, these 2 are going to be connected, and these 2 are going to just lift up, and then we'll bolt through here in like 2 or 3 different spots. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some screws and start screwing this whole thing together. And it is a good idea to use a measuring tape to make sure that all your measurements are correct and everything kind of just squares up. So what I'm going to do here, I already flipped the whole thing over, but the screws I have, you can see are only, these are 2.5 inch screws. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to countersink them a little bit more than the other ones. The other ones I already drilled in a little bit so you can kind of hide the screw. For this one, I'm going to drill to a little bit past halfway, so the screw can be down here, and then it can actually get into the next piece of wood. These pedals I still have to bolt on, but this is adjustable. This is going to be able to go up and down, and then the seat, well, I need 2 hands for it, but you can slide it forward and backwards as well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drill a couple holes in here, put some big bolts through there, put 2 bolts through here, and on the back as well on both sides. Alright guys, so we got it in the room. The only thing is the monitor is quite a bit higher, so what I'm going to do now is just get some extra wood and prop it up a little bit. Alright guys, so I'm just going to quickly show you what I did with the simulator. I basically just put, built a little box underneath, so now it is at the proper height. So now we're going to do, I have this box of wheels, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can screw them on, and these are the type that you can basically lift them up when you're like using the simulator, and then put them down when you need to move it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in. So for this build, I used about 11 2x4s, and that equals around $40, plus the seats, which is $288. So we're looking around $320 for the total build, including the frame and the seats. Obviously not including the pedals and the steering wheel. But that is still much better than what you get when you buy something online. You're looking at about $800 for about the same thing. I mean, this one's sturdy. It's gonna do well, just like an aluminum one will. But that is the end of today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Hey, by the way, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can at KB_KingBuilds. I'll leave a link in the description. See ya.